talking. One way, my way, my way, my way, my way, my way. Don't make me work, you get your talking out my face. It's in my mind, winning is in my DNA. I gotta get it, I don't know no other way. Get out my way.
Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Hi, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. Charles, you look at the Dolphins as they enter play in this one. And they lost 3 straight here, and it goes without saying, I guess, they could certainly use a win.
And how do they get a win? Because they've lost 3 straight, I think it's paramount that they get a fast, clean start to this game.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, they're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6 games.
And they looked awfully good last week and came away with a 2-touchdown victory. They did have a few reasons for concern defensively, but all in all, they'll take a repeat here if they can get it.
The Ravens offense going to work, and as usual, it's Lamar Jackson, the former MVP of the league, at the helm.
And I think if you ask most folks to give you their first half MVP, very likely they're going to say it's this man right here. The NFL's leader in touchdown passes to this point in the season. Still 2 months to go. But if he can keep going to the pace he's at, this is going to be a dangerous team come January, and he could very well walk away with the MVP.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 69 yards. And the Ravens need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press and one team gets an advantage, our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
And a 42-yard line here and brought down there. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Now Tua going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff as he'll drop to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. The Dolphins at 2-6 now on the year. And they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win,
and it's picked up by the Ravens. A disappointing end of the sequence there. He was starting to turn nothing into something, and then he lost the football.
And sometimes things get lost in the transition. And what I mean by that is you go from being a passer to a runner. And at a certain point, once you cross the line of scrimmage, you're strictly a runner now. There's no more downfield threat. Make sure you take care of the football while you're traversing downfield.
There's a nice move. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
And the Raven first down.
Jackson. He's got his man. That's the rookie from Florida State. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 36 yards on the play.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Escaping the pressure right. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. All that for a 2-yard gain, second down. To throw is Jackson. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and first downs.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. On his loop for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was finished off on a touchdown reception by Derrick Henry. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yeah, they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Tua going to give this to Wright. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. I was pretty surprised there when they lined up to run it on 2nd and long, but it worked out for them.
It certainly did, and that requires some confidence, some fortitude, and a little bit of hope, doesn't it? You hope you catch the defense just right and break off a big run to help yourself out on the next down.
They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And It's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. The Ravens offense and Lamar Jackson set to take over once again. And this defense has got to be searching for answers right now. It's been his ability to make plays on the ground here in this first half. It's really giving him fits. The numbers for him from a week ago, a boatload of catches, 77 yards and a touchdown.
Third in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong number. That means he's being consistent each and every time out.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 3. Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Flushed out right. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. Now Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. Well, the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
And down here, 1st and goal, if it's not there, don't force it. You've got at least 2, if not 3 more shots at it. So that's a wise move to get rid of it.
To throw again is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Dolphins offense and running back Devon Achane making their way back out. As we take a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns, he is right up there amongst the best in the NFL. And get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now two are going to change the play.
That's good for a Miami Dolphin.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw to the defense. They had no answer for that right there.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick 1st down.
And they'll use him out of the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
A 1st down carry for Henry. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Second and 9. Now it's Jackson. A short one there, caught by Likely. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. From the gun, Jackson. A short throw caught by Andrews. Big strides, look at him go. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 39 yards. And the Ravens are able to extend their lead. Luke now for the extra point. He knocks it through. It's 28-7. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's Mark Andrews who finishes things off with a touchdown reception. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Tua sets up to pass it. Being chased out left. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa, eluding the pressure right. And this one incomplete, threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Officially, it's a 1